the Exes podcast. I'm your co-host, Jay Wadley. This is my co-host, Casey Meacham. My ex. Hey, Casey.
Hey.
How
What's
are
up?
you?
Good. Almost didn't come today.
Why?
You're really getting on my nerves.
I get on your nerves?
Yeah.
No way. That's so unlike an ex.
I don't feel like just because you're an ex, there can be nice split ups.
We are nice. We're very nice.
I don't know.
And today, I have implemented a new plan. In all of my infinite wisdom, I have instituted a new plan, which I will unveil shortly. But I think you're going to like it. And I think all of the Casey stands out there, you know who you are. I think you're going to like it too. Do you know what it is? Do you have any clue? It's
No.
something that I think you'll take great joy out of.
Duct tape?
Duct tape for what?
Your mouth.
Oh, no, it's not duct tape. It's better than that. But before we get to that, the Toe is here as well, wearing the red robe and nothing underneath. Hey, Toe.
Why do you have to tell them my secret every single time, Jay?
I
They already
wish
know I'm naked.
I wish that we could put a long tablecloth on that table that you sit behind so that she and I wouldn't have to look at that thing.
Yep, Casey's already called HR several times.
Mm-hmm. We don't have an HR, though. So she just calls me.
The toe is HR.
I am HR.
You are HR. And we're going to have a lot of HR complaints today because today I have a gift for you. And now I want you to open this box. This is our ad box, by the way, because we're brought to you by Arbuckle and Burgess, attorneys at law. I'm going to replace the ad button into this box during the episode, but at least for now, I have put a surprise in this box for you. So I want you to open it up and look at it and then turn and show the camera what it is. Or you can even take it out of the box and show them. But this is my gift to you. This is my way of saying that I'm willing to make changes even if I'm forced to make
Oh.
you and your fans happy.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
I'm scared.
Christmas is, it's one of those things where it's like a snake pops out, so be careful.
Oh my God.
Do you like it?
For me?
No, for me.
Oh my God.
Well, you get one of those, actually. You get to keep one. So you get to keep that on the right, and then you can
Okay.
show everyone on the left what you have. It's not a walkie-talkie, folks.
I'm scared.
It's a shock collar. So give it to me. So here's what we're gonna do. Don't mess with the settings, because the Toe and I, we have already figured out the acceptable level. Well, at least, I say that we only tested it on my leg,
What
through
button?
my jeans.
What button?
That button.
This button?
Yeah, don't press any other button. Hey, easy. It's not on yet. Now,
That would be
here's what
great.
we're gonna do.
I'm
This
so
is-
glad I came
This
today.
is the only way this is fair. I want you to take it and put it on your leg. I want you to feel that way. You know,
you have lost it, am I?
I want you
You're
to
not
feel
dumb.
the pain that you would put me in, so you don't do it willy nilly. And the
No.
only way to do that is every.
I'm gonna
police
do it willy nilly.
Yeah, you will, and that's not gonna fly today. So what I want you
No,
to do
I'm not.
is,
I'm not. I'm only doing it when you interrupt me.
I want you to take one jolt
Hell
at that
no.
level
Hell
on
no.
that button, so you know what it's doing. You might do it and say, "Jade, this doesn't even hurt. Turn it up."
I birthed
higher."
2 babies. I don't need to know what it's doing. Put it on.
So listen, this is only to be used. I'm gonna turn it off for now. Actually,
We do have a contingency plan.
I can't wait.
this is only to be used if you feel I'm talking too much, which apparently all of your fans think I am,
I'm so
which is really
excited.
great. I love that. I get a lot of people that come up to me and say, "Man, I love the podcast. Listen to every episode. I'm on Team Casey, but you talk a lot." Yep, so this is a fix to that. Now will that kill me? Could this kill me?
No, it won't. It's not. It's definitely not a. It's just a deterrent.
Okay, so it'll deter me.
It will deter you. Absolutely.
I mean, that's on there snug like a bug in a rug, son.
The trick is to make sure that you can stick your finger
Yeah.
in between your neck and the.
Okay.
Yeah. Did it turn red or green?
Oh, you can't just do it willy nilly. I'll rip it off. I'll rip it off. Turn green.
I just want to do it one
No,
good
don't do it right
time.
now. That ruins it. Don't do it, please. Please. No, I didn't realize that this is kind of nerve wracking.
I know. I'm like sweating. I don't even got it on.
Cheers to
The
you.
toe is nervous right now.
Cheers to the Toe. And cheers. You know, I accidentally went into a PetSmart one day and asked them for a dog collar. I didn't like a shot collar for a dog. I didn't realize that
Were
was
you
like.
banned?
They said, "Sir, get the fuck out of here." They thought I was pranking them. I didn't realize that was a thing that was frowned upon, but I learned.
Yep, they don't like giving the dogs cane there.
Let's try this. Let's both get off of our phones for the hour that we're doing the podcast.
I have clients. All right. What are we going to
Don't
talk
do it,
about?
please, 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 please. God.
Is Casey a good person?
Oh, the best. She's the best person I know. No one's better. I told you I had a surprise for you, and I told you you would love it. Do you love it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what she said first when I said I have a surprise for you? Can you guess what she said, Toe? What do you think she would have said?
She probably told you she doesn't want it.
Oh, no, no. If you know one thing about Casey, you know that she loves gifts. She said, "Is it money?" I said, "Oh, it's better than money, though. It's a little better."
This is way better than money.
Okay, go ask, talk, do whatever. I'm not going to talk that much from here on out.
No, that's not fair. This is the whole point. Go ahead. Feel free as to
I'm
be
not gonna
like
step-
last week.
I did speak freely,
Oh
and I
my
will speak
gosh.
freely always. Number one. Okay.
Okay.
How was you didn't like last week's episode?
I was frustrated. That was the one I like watched through it, and I'm like, literally sat down on this couch and said, I don't want to prepare myself for a debate every week. And you debate me
Mm-hmm.
about that. Like, I can't like request anything from you,
You can't
which is
request anything.
fine. Like, I get, like, it makes sense. It honestly does, because I don't deserve anything from you. And maybe I'm like maybe way too forgiving or way too kind to people that hurt me.
I hurt
Maybe
you? I was just asking. I was just asking. No. Please.
No, I'm saying because I hurt you.
Oh.
I think I'm maybe too kind to people that have hurt me or did me wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I get it. You don't want to hear it. You don't care about what I have to say because I hurt you.
That's not true. I care about what you have to say.
There is no way you care about what I say.
I do care. I think that we shouldn't be. Well, yeah. Every time I see you look down at that remote, it works. I tell you what, it is a deterrent. Everything you say goes. You're the queen of the show. I'll say nothing wrong. I think that disagreements will happen though, and
Disagreements.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, yes.
This is great. This is great.
This is the only time we're doing this.
What is the most traumatic thing that has happened to you in your life?
Post Casey?
No, just in your life.
You mean relationship wise or
No.
traumatic in general? That's a great question. I don't know. Haven't had really many. I walked into a batting cage once when I was 3 years old. That was traumatic.
Man.
I got smoked in the head. It's one place you don't want to walk.
Why do you think that you are a woman hater?
You are a man hater, and you can't flip that on me.
You called me a man.
You
You
are.
said that I hate men. I don't.
You
But
do.
you definitely, if anybody watches
I
so last
love
week,
women.
there's no way.
No, what happens is you and I get into an argument, and then you say that as a woman, you don't know what it's like to be talked to like that by a man.
I never said that, and
You
I
say
don't
it
talk
just
like that
all the-
either.
You talk just like that.
No.
And then I say, I'm not talking to you as a woman. I'm talking to you as somebody that I have an incredible amount of history with. So I think a lot of times you make it into a man versus woman thing, and that's odd and weird to me.
No, it's not.
I don't think that's shockworthy because it's just a friendly opinion.
So you think that you shouldn't treat women or talk to women differently than you talk to your
What?
guy friends? Or
Well, did I insinuate that at all?
it's a question.
Oh no. I mean, I think for the most part, anyone will tell you I'm the exact same person to everyone. I don't think I change or alter the way I am, whether it's a girl or a guy.
But you were with me when we first started dating. It was different.
Well, I was also 18, 19 years old.
So just when you got older, you think it's
Same
just,
as you.
It's just
No, I mean, you've had no issues saying on
okay. Let's
episodes
pass
that you've
this.
changed.
Okay,
so much.
So you're not gonna. Okay, how
God.
How much is your budget for a first date, or do you do first dates anymore?
I think a budget for the first date is actually pretty high, but I'm more of a DIY. I think you might remember that. Maybe I didn't do it, and in your
No,
mind,
right now.
in your mind, I never did it.
Right now, though. Yeah,
But
I mean, y'all all do stuff in
I
the
like
beginning.
I like DIY dates. Like I like interesting first dates, not necessarily that come with a big price tag, but like an interesting experience. Like, in my opinion, the best one I ever went on, I went on a first date in Monroe, and I like scouted the place out, and they had a cool little river walk, and I picked this girl up and took her to Walmart. She's dressed up all nice. We go to Walmart. While we're in Walmart, we buy a really nice table, some candles, some trays, some, stuff to eat or whatever. I forget what else we got, but we got a lot of shit, like a fan because it was hot. And then we went to this really nice seafood restaurant and got like 15 pounds of crawfish to go. And then we went to this river walk, and I told her just sit in her car and give me like 5 minutes. I went up to this river walk and set up the candles and the lights and the fan.
Oh, wow.
And so I like stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
but I'm the worst first date I ever went on. I took a girl to a Harlem Globetrotters game, but I was playing with the Globetrotters, and so we were excited about it. We had like great seats, and then right before the game starts, I told her, I said, "Hang on, I gotta go take this phone call." And I go in the back and get changed into the Globetrotters uniform or whatever, and then I get introduced to the team, and I thought that would be the coolest thing ever. I didn't realize that I would have to be on the court for an hour and a half, so she just sat up there by herself. She hated it. Yeah, she was not a fan of that date. So sometimes I swing and miss. What about you? Not saying that you pay for first dates, but what do you like?
I like simple. Well, I mean, I don't really. I think the more fancier it is or stuff like that, you can't really. I don't know. I feel like I can't relax.
Yeah. Okay, so if you went to like a really high like fine dining
Like I
restaurant.
would rather just get like a cheese board somewhere and have a glass of wine, like when I'm meeting somebody. But honestly, I do better meeting people prior to having a date. Like through a wedding or something.
I think because I'm notoriously not a dater. I've gone on maybe 3 or 4 first dates since you and I broke up. Like I really just don't date. But for me, it's always interesting because after that, everything good? You ain't about to shock the shit out of me, are you?
Just go.
Okay, I just saw you looking around and got kind of nervous. It's like on the second or third or fourth date, then for me, that's where dating starts getting weird. Do you experience that at all, or am I just?
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at the thing around your
Because
neck.
I'm wearing a dog collar.
Do I experience what?
Oh wow. Like for me, dating gets weird around the third or fourth date. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. It's like it's so new and cool in the very beginning in the first and second, but for me, like the third or fourth, it's like I think that's where you figure out if this is real or not. At least from my experience.
No, because I don't really be hanging out with people unless I really like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can hang out with people in a group and that's easy, but I'm talking about like by yourself. Like that's rare for me to just be with one person over and over and over again. So no,
how long do you have to date somebody to bring them around your friends?
Well, you can't ask me that. I mean,
why?
I don't have girlfriends.
I know that's what makes your situation so interesting is that you have guy friends. So you're dating a guy. At what point do your guy friends know you're dating someone? Do they know that really quick?
Yeah, probably because I'll be out with them. I mean, I don't really hide it. But
how hard do you think it is for the guy that you're dating to like go into that? I mean, I would be running for the hills. No offense. I do not mean offense by that. But like if I was dating a girl and she's like, well, so I don't really have any girlfriends. It's all guys. And you can meet my group of friends this weekend. I think I would be like, I don't want to meet them. That seems like a hyena walking into a lion's den,
You're right, because guys, how they are not a lot of guys like other guys.
That's true.
I mean,
great, astute point.
But when I've dated people in the past, I have had to, there's been an altercation to where I've had to separate my friends from my boyfriend. Like, as in, like, not talk to my friends anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You chose the boyfriend over your guy friends.
Yeah, and that was... Wow. I mean, but there was something that happened, so that I had no control over. I mean, but yeah, I guess I did choose the boyfriend.
Do you regret that?
I mean, I had to go through that experience to learn. If I didn't, then I would just do it again.
Am I the worst boyfriend you've ever had?
No.
There's a
No.
little bit of stuttering though there.
No. I think you're the worst aftermath. You know?
Oh yeah, of course.
So
yeah.
not boyfriend. But I mean, just like it was with the communication is issue. Like I feel like I couldn't talk to you in the relationship, still can't talk to you. This sometimes happens to where we can exchange, but usually you interrupt me. I've been doing it for a long time, like for a while.
Yep.
So like but I do.
You interrupt me as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. I don't throw a
You don't
hissy
shut
fit
up.
and get mad about you.
You don't shut up though.
Well, I shut up today. Easy, easy, easy,
This
easy,
is
easy,
why.
easy, easy,
Well, I'm
easy,
just saying,
easy.
This is why. But like,
You don't have the fucking balls to press that button. You don't have the
Alright.
balls.
you think
To
I
press
care
that
what you
button.
think?
I know that you won't do it. You're all talk.
All right. I was on a thought. This happens every single effing
Well, then
week.
press the button. That'll fix it.
Every week.
Press the
No.
button then.
No, it's not a good time. I'm getting it.
No balls.
No, I was on a subject though, and you just.
You're talking about how I
interrupted me.
interrupt you. Yes.
No, I wasn't. I was talking about shit.
You lost it.
Yeah, I did.
You were talking about me interrupting you. That's
No,
what
I
you were
wasn't.
saying.
I
You
was
said our
talking about the
communication is bad.
relationships. Yeah. Like, well, and then I feel like after I date somebody, I can communicate with them at least, even if they're shit.
Do you think you'll ever have an ex though with the history that you and I have? I mean, I think that's a rare thing. I think the tagline of this podcast has always been, "We all have that one ex." I think if you had multiple exes that you had this type of history and past with, then the sentiment wouldn't matter. Like, I don't know. Like, of course we have more of that. I think it's going to be. I think we communicate very well, all things considered.
No.
Okay, I think so. So we can agree to disagree, respectfully.
You're so much more pleasant with that thing on his neck. But yeah, no, I do not think you communicate well. I think I'm the mother of your kids, and if I'm so different,
Mhm.
than everyone else, I do think I deserve some sort of decency when you're talking to me. I feel like you kind of degrade me sometimes, and
Okay.
and what I say is just never like true to you, and you have to comment on it. It's my truth. It's not your truth. It's
Okay.
how I feel.
I also get that argument, and you don't give me that argument ever. You
And
never
what-
give me that argument.
Give me an example.
Any example. Anytime I speak my truth, then you're mad because I'm disagreeing with you and I'm degrading you and I am speaking down to you because you're a woman.
But
When
what
I
was
only
your
shared
truth?
my experience and my truth. So that can't go both ways. I don't get mad at you for sharing your truth, although a lot of times I disagree with them respectfully, with all due respect. But no, I mean, now I lost my train of thought. It's probably the shot collar though, but I think that I think we communicate more than fine. All things considered.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
Oh yeah, you just said that I degrade you. Like what are we talking about?
Maybe, I mean, yeah, I do think it's intentional because I think it's just kind of the same thing when we were together. Like the public matters, your friends matter, you're trying to make them laugh or, defend yourself in front of the guys or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think you don't really talk to me that respectfully. Your body, how you are is just, it's so intimidating to me when you get angry and stuff. It makes me just not even want to deal with it. So yeah. But I do think you think about who's watching.
Well, I definitely do that because anybody in our position that doesn't do that is an idiot. So I definitely do that. I definitely think about how to market a podcast and how to grow a podcast and what grows a podcast. You would never
you
want.
do that at your
You interrupted me.
your daughter's mother expense.
Well, it's not at her expense, Casey. That's also incorrect. Like, I'm not going to fluff us. I'm not going to make us something that we're not.
But when we're talking about me and who I am as a person,
Yeah.
and you're laughing at me every time I like say my honest opinion about things or
Name
something
one
like
time
that.
that's happened.
It happened last week
You've
when
got
I said
you got 20 hours worth of footage to dig through. So
it
find me one
happened
time.
It happened last week when I said I dated somebody for 2.5 years or whatever. And you laughed.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't date for 2.5 years. That's funny. That's not degrading. That's funny.
Yeah, we were.
Maybe off and on. Maybe if you include
Yeah,
everything.
off and on,
maybe-
but that I wasn't with anyone else. So that's
yeah, but y'all
to
didn't
me,
date
it
for 2.5
was.
years.
But you were in that. That's what I'm saying. You're speaking on something that you have no idea about. That's what most of them do. You're doing it now.
So
It just
no, I'm doing that because you think that I don't know anything about that. So every time y'all broke up,
never said that.
all 20 times y'all broke up. Okay, that hurt bad. That was not fun. I didn't like that. Wow. I kind of forgot it was on. And I think my eye just twitched. I think my eye was twitching. Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't see. You held it. You held the button.
Listen to me.
I told you to just tap the button because the tap really is all I need. Don't fucking do that again. Give me a second to breathe. That was crazy. That was pulsing.
Listen.
Don't hold the button again.
You don't get to speak on my relationships.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
I do.
Okay.
Don't do that button again. Don't hold that button. A tap is good. Really. That was like 4 pulses.
Good.
That's what I felt like. Okay.
Did
That's
you
cool.
turn it off?
No, I'm about to. If you
don't turn it off.
I will turn it off. If you
You
press
better.
and hold it, if you press and hold that thing again, listen, promise me. I promise you. I promise
You
you.
don't even trust me. How are you gonna believe me?
I felt like I just did it again. Listen. A pulse is way too much. Like it hurts really bad. Just a little jolt is good.
Let's turn this
I get
up
the
a
point.
notch.
No. It's perfectly fine. Wow. Can she be charged with murder if I die from this?
Yes.
Okay.
Manslaughter.
The only manslaughter. No, I was just saying that every single time you and that ex in particular broke up, you called me and told me about it. So I know more than most. I bet I know more than any of your guy
Because
friends
I
about it.
deleted all my friends. I was alone.
Well, that's healthy.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has
God.
those days, actually. But no, I did. I didn't know I was naive. I didn't know what I was going through. Most people go through that in college or high school. I didn't go through that shit, you know?
So you believe that me knowing I do know more about that
you
relationship
do
than
not
most.
know that relationship.
You-
Then.
I agree. I know.
So you don't need to speak on it. I don't
Okay.
know yours, even though I know a little bit here and there. So I don't talk
well,
about
no,
your
I don't
shit.
call you about my
Don't
stuff.
talk
You
about-
call me about all of your stuff every time.
Jay,
Casey.
you have before.
Maybe on like the most extreme versions, but you would call me if your boyfriend
I'm
looks too
not
funny.
talking about your shit. Don't talk about my shit.
I'm not talking about it. But no, stop, please. I'm not talking about it. I was only saying that I know enough about that. I know enough. T-shirts. You want to make that announcement?
No one's gonna wear a t-shirt.
Comment if you would wear a Team Casey T-shirt. I feel like those would be the best sellers because I do feel very hated as of late. You have a very vocal fan base that have no regard for decency. You always say I'm indecent. I mean, they'll come up to me in the middle of a wedding and tell me they think I fucking suck. So congrats. We're gonna do the Exes T-shirts. Now, what color do you want your shirt to be? The Team Casey Exes T-shirt.
No, this is not happening.
It is going to be
no,
live.
it's not.
I promise you, by the time this podcast airs, there will be a link to buy these shirts, and I promise you that. But go on.
We're not doing that.
We are doing it. What color would you like?
We're not doing that.
Pink? I'm guessing you want pink. Not because you're a girl, but because you love that color. And I know you well enough to know that. Has nothing to do with you being a girl and me being a boy.
Mhm.
I'm going to do black. Team J. Me and 2 people are going to be wearing those.
Mhm.
You don't think people would wear T-shirts? I think they would.
No. They're gonna be like, what the hell is that?
Then we're going to launch a Patreon where you can see Casey's feet pics. How's that sound?
Toe doesn't like it. I want to see toe.
Well, the toe kind of has a whole foot thing trademarked, I think. Might have to steer clear from that. What?
Nothing.
T-shirts, the link is somewhere. I don't know. Maybe the toe put it in the comment section of this video as you're watching it. So buy your Team J or Team Casey T-shirts today.
Custom made shock collars.
Yeah, for the
Man,
wives.
some people have like sexual kinks with this kind of stuff, and yeah, that was the craziest feeling. I felt it all through my body though. I felt like I had a seizure.
Sounds like Jay is opening doors.
What does that mean? I'm opening doors. What does that mean, Toe?
Got some new fetishes coming?
Oh.
What? No. I'm so confused now. Do you get that? Is it so crazy?
No, I mean he's saying that are you gonna get a new fetish?
Oh, it's opening doors to my. No, I'm a pretty standard guy when it comes to fetishes. Like some people, I got buddies that watch some nasty stuff. I'm like, how do you watch that?
What is something? Just give one thing.
One thing that I like?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean,
Nothing in your ear.
nothing in me. No.
Nothing in your ear.
Oh yeah. Well, I wouldn't know if I classify that as a fetish. I used to have this girlfriend where when I got really cold or when I needed comfort, I would.
This girlfriend.
Yeah, I used to have this girlfriend, and she won't be named here today. But I would get her nipples real hard and stick one in my ear. Is that a fetish? Does that count as a fetish? It was the perfect fit. It just fit perfectly. That girlfriend was awesome, man. I miss her. Oh, was that you? Oh, I didn't know if you wanted that out there because technically that could count as your fetish. You were super.
No, it wasn't. I
you
was
were
made to
super
do
into
that.
it.
I was relaxing, and he just go to town. Oh, let me feel it in the left ear now.
That wasn't. Yeah. Wait a second. That wasn't a sexual thing, though. It wasn't a sexual thing. It was just funny. It was cool feeling. You know. It's like those areolas are made for my ears, man. It was perfect.
Oh my god.
It was like they were waxed to fit my earlobes. Snug. What is yours? You put me on the spot? It's a fetish that Casey's into.
Just something that I like.
Yeah. You might be into a little punishment after today because you're enjoying this a little too much, I think. I've said
I'm
nothing
just holding
wrong.
it.
There's a button on the side, Casey, that you can press on accident, and that's the strongest one. No, please.
I don't know.
You're not into anything. I'll tell you this: when I watch dirty movies, I watch it all in VR, and once you watch it in VR, you never go back to standard view. And like when I have a session, it's 40 minutes long because I feel like I know the woman by the end of it because I'm in VR with her.
That has to ruin your reality.
No, it makes it even better.
Your reality?
Yeah, my
with
reality
somebody?
is better than ever.
I'm sure it could never be the same, you know.
It's exactly like that.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. I got so much experience with Brandy Love.
Who?
The goat. She's the goat. All right, we got to get off of this. This is bad now. But yeah, I mean, I've gone on a million dates with her. You want to talk about first dates? Where to next?
I don't know.
Why don't you hit that add button? Show some love to our friends at Arbuckle. We can show our friends. Hit the button. You got to hit it. No. Open the box and hit the button.
I don't
button.
feel like
Oh my
doing all that.
gosh. This is the first time we've ever had to use this while we're not fighting.
We're not fighting today
F
because
you,
of this.
F you. I can say whatever I want now because we're going to commercial anyways, and they can't hear it.
I'll do this one.
No, don't do it. Man, I can't believe I said that. Or maybe I can't believe Casey said that. Honestly, I have no clue why you're hearing from me right now. Chances are the exes needed a break. Who knows? Maybe you're in a relationship and your significant other has crossed the line with what they say one too many times. That's when you call my friends Arbuckle and Burgess, attorneys at law. They're the best. And of course, they are our title sponsor here on the Exes. Back to you, us. Another great ad, and somehow we survived it without Casey shocking the hell out of me. And I appreciate it. Now, I gotta say, as disappointing as this might be, I will not bring this shot collar back ever again. This will be the last day for it.
Why?
I don't like this.
Well, it works.
It does work. I told you, though, to just tap it. And last time you really held that sucker for way too long. Like, it was at least 5 pulses. Like that. That's what it felt like.
Wow.
What are you doing? What? A man can't spill a beer? Isn't that a manly thing to do?
It's a waste.
I'll suck every drop of that off of that thing. That's what she said.
Why don't you call somebody?
What do you want to call
Let's
somebody
prank
and
call
say?
somebody. Just call them and say, "Hey, I can't talk right now."
Who do you want me to call?
I don't know, somebody that like you don't speak to, like somebody on your block list.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not doing that. I
Yeah.
have Charles Barkley's number.
Who's that? Who is that?
Never mind.
Who is it? Is that
He's
a
like
sports
the greatest
announcer?
guy on the planet. He's so much more than that.
Is he though? Is that a sports announcer?
Yeah.
Is
Look
it?
through my phone and find somebody, but it can't be a girl. I won't do it to a girl. Put a girl
Well,
on.
I don't know anybody. But a girl.
Who do you want me to call then? And just call them and say I can't talk right now?
I'm trying to say, hey, I can't talk right now.
Who can I do that to? I want it to be a.
Joshy.
Want me to call Josh?
Oh yeah. Don't
Might-
get a kick out of that.
Josh could happen.
I used to call him and go, "Hey, what you need?" Beautiful.
Trying to see if I have any really funny numbers in here that are just off the wall random. That there's no reason I should have it.
Do like somebody that you're not on good terms with.
I'm on good terms with everybody but you. Respectfully. No, please don't. Please. We're on great terms. I'm on good terms with everyone. I don't not get along with anyone.
Do it to your boss at the club.
No, I love him too much. I
Dude.
can do it to Tim Huck.
Okay, do it to him.
Okay. That could be funny. He'll answer on the first ring and he'll go, DJ J. Watley. I promise you. All right, watch. You picking that up at all?
DJ Watley.
Hey, can I call you right back, man? I'm kind of busy. All right. Did I not do it right?
You're supposed to say, "Hey, I can't talk right now."
Oh, I said, did I mess up? It was perfect. And he didn't. That's how you know That's how you know he is such a good man, like a ride or die. That he was like, "Yep, no problem."
Didn't skip a beat.
All right, you have to do it now. What are you doing? Yeah, what are you talking about? I can't be the only one doing it.
Who am I gonna call?
Do it to your nana.
My nana.
Yeah, hello. I know how everyone answers the phone, and her grandmother will answer it going, "Yeah, hello."
I could do it to. I was thinking more interesting.
Nana would get
people, like-
mad though. All right, who else? Do it to well, I don't know. None of your guy friends. Don't do it to any of them. Do it to your boss. I just did it to somebody that I've worked for. Do it for who you work for.
Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah. He was like, "Yep." What a
Didn't question it at all.
what a legend, man.
We love Tim Huck.
We do. We're fans of Tim, and we're here at the beautiful Phoenix 2 in downtown Shreveport. It's the home of the Exes. Many Exes are made here in this room. Not this room, but this building.
Who should I do it to?
I don't know, but I know people are getting disinterested. We need to hurry it up.
I don't have to
No,
do
find
it.
somebody. No, you have to do it because you made me do it, so you have to do it.
I don't have to.
You have to do
I
it.
don't have to do it. I don't really want have. I don't want to call my boss.
Okay, call your nana. She'll love you forever.
I'm not calling my nana.
I would say call her daughter if she was
Not
out of
doing
school.
that.
That would be
because
hilarious.
She has memory problems too.
Oh yeah.
Not nice.
She would know. She would know. She's funny. She would think it's funny.
No.
You bet. You have to call somebody, and you just made me do it. And I easy on the button there, trigger
I
finger.
don't know who to call.
Call anyone. Call an ex. Call one of your exes that you're friends with still.
I mean, we're not friends by any means.
You're not friends with any of your exes? That's so weird because you make me feel so guilty for us not getting along like perfect angels.
I'm not saying that
Wow.
we should get along like perfect angels. I'm saying that I can communicate.
It's so toxic. It's just so
Yeah.
toxic.
Yeah. Yeah, you are toxic.
So toxic. You talk too much. You just talk way too much, and it's degrading as a woman.
Mhm. I know you're not around a lot of people that demand respect.
I'm around people that
Yeah.
only accept respect, so
Mhm.
please don't even
Mhm.
start with
I'm
that.
sure. Yeah. I
You
don't have
couldn't last a
anyone.
second in my circles.
Are you for
I'm
real?
so for real. I'm so for real. Oh, you got
You're
in trouble at the.
so
Never mind, never mind. I can't talk about that here. I
what?
totally forgot to tell you something. I'll tell you off though.
What is it?
I'll tell you later. You got in trouble.
Me?
Yeah, and I, being a great ex and friend of yours, stuck up for you pretty hard. We'll talk about it later. If we had a Patreon, we could do an after the exes episode where we could talk about it there, but we don't have it yet.
I got in trouble. What were we talking about before? You said I got in trouble. I don't even remember.
I think we're talking of. Oh, I was just making fun of the way you talk, and you said that. You said that I'm not used to being around people who command respect.
Demand.
Demand. Same diffy.
Mm.
I respect you. You don't think I respect you?
I think as long as I'm saying something that you're happy with, that everything's fine.
So the 2 times in my life I've been happy.
Mm.
Cause you,
That's what I mean. That's
you-
exactly what I mean.
you've only said 2 things
You
that
just
I've.
proved my point.
What's the point?
The point is, you say you love me in one podcast. You know, you say you care for me, and
I do
you know,
love
what
you.
we
I
had
love
was
you like I
special
love
and all
you.
this stuff. But then, as soon as I disappoint you, like, it's just conditional. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
obviously,
the way you talk about me to other people too. I mean,
same.
it's
I can
just
say the exact same. I mean,
No, you
come on.
can't,
Let's
'cause you
don't even.
talk to
Do not
people-
even get me. Ow! Fuck.
you talk to people that don't even know me, so it
So do
doesn't
you.
matter.
You do the same thing
No, I
all
don't.
the time.
No, I don't.
Smallest city in the world.
No, I don't. You do it in front of me.
You do it, or
I see
you
you
do it
do
in
it.
front of me, or not in
That's
front
not
of me.
true. Not true.
You did it to. Okay, never mind. Yeah, whatever. That hurt really bad, by the way, and you held it a little too long again. I got one more shock in me, and then I'm done with this shit.
Mhm.
What are you doing? You're still looking at your phone, and people are like, "What's going on?"
Well, I don't have
not
anyone.
talking.
I don't really want to call any of my exes, so.
Do you have anyone that you think you could call that would be like, "Okay, cool, yep"? That was a legendary response. I've seen that.
I mean, yeah, I do.
yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I've seen the
That
NBA.
was great, though.
I've seen the inside the NBA crew do that where they FaceTime like celebrities. And as soon as they answer, like, "Hey man, I'm busy, I can't talk." Adam Sandler's like, "You caught me."
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
It's really funny. Charles Barkley's on that show. Maybe you've heard of him. He's only like the funniest guy on the planet. I feel like it's shocking me all the time now. Is something wrong with it? This thing is cruel and inhumane. It really is.
Only activates with the button, Jay.
Oh, it's cruel. I hate it. Horrible idea. What are your thoughts on bringing exes onto the podcast? Other exes. They could sit there. We could have like an ex sandwich. Do you like
Yeah.
that, or are you against that?
I think that's fine. I mean, but like, I think another couple, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would just like to do people.
Yeah, but so explain that one to me. Just random people that don't. I think it has to be exes, right? If you bring somebody on, or a couples counselor, that could be a funny episode.
I'm not trying to mend anything.
I know, but it would be funny to hear a professional's point of view.
Yeah, I guess they could tell me what's wrong with me for free.
Nothing's wrong with you. You're perfect.
Something is.
Nothing. You can do no wrong.
Jay, you can do no wrong. How do you not see that?
I was being serious. I wasn't joking. You're flawless. God, no!
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You're
It's
being a
done.
smart
It's
ass.
done now. Ask me how I really feel. That hurt. That really hurt. That wasn't being a smart ass.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
it.
are.
You're without flaw.
You're being.
Am I bleeding?
annoying. I know what you're doing.
See,
I
Mark,
hope so.
you hope so? If I would have said that to you, you'd be so upset that I said that I hoped you bleed.
Yeah, I definitely need to bring other songs. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna last with you.
I take offense to that. That's degrading and demeaning.
You did it first. You-
I am not against the idea. I think what a lot of exes don't fully understand is that it's not easy to do this. I've said it. I think if we vet exes and we get exes that truly could commit to it, and as toxic as you think our relationship is, trust me, it gets a lot worse out there in the world of exes. And there are exes that could never sit across from each other for any amount of time and speak relatively calmly for the majority of it. And I think if we found really good exes, I would have no issues. I only say that because I've had a lot of people lately come up to me and ask me, and even a good friend of mine named Ann commented on the last episode and said we should bring exes on. So I'm totally open to that. I just think it has to be the right fit, you know. And but you like the idea of just having people on. I just was wondering what that meant.
I don't know. I like interviewing my guy friends, honestly, their opinions on stuff.
Mm.
But I mean, yeah, I'm just not really good with like.
That'll be a great episode. I'll take the week off. It'll be Casey and three of her guy friends just going at it. It'll be an
No.
eye-opening episode.
No, I'm just saying I'd never. I don't know if
I
I
think
can
that'd
give
be
it.
cool. I think I'm not joking at all. I think your experience is different than so many others because it's
That's what I feel.
rare.
It's just so different. So bringing someone else on, I don't know how I would be able to talk to them about their stuff. Really
Yeah.
together. Separate. It's different, I think, but like I don't know.
Something to think about.
Yeah, we'd have to see.
Grab our t-shirts today, Team J or Team Casey. You still haven't told me what color you want your shirt
We're
to
not
be.
doing a T-shirt.
It's
thing.
already done.
Oh.
If they're watching this, I promise you they can click a link right now and get a Team J or Team Casey t-shirt. I
That's
promise.
weird.
It's a done deal. Of course, every week you have a chance to reach out to us via social media and get your questions or statements read. There was one last week, and I'm going to pass it to you whenever I pull it up in a second because I don't know if you want that one read. And that is, we try to read everything that's in it, but sometimes we do have to, take a
Okay.
professional courtesy. What is your love language? What's your love language?
Yours?
Yours.
Mine?
You did this last week. Generally, when they're asking both of us, so we both can answer these things.
I think it's acts of service. I think if
Yeah,
yeah.
you nailed that
I
one.
know it's not doesn't mean gifts. I mean, but like if I see somebody like, mounting my TVs or something. Yep, I feel loved.
Maybe somebody comes over to your house on a random phone call to move a bed out of a bedroom and take it to a dumpster.
There's your child.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, acts of service. I think your love language is yes, ma'am.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Yes. Yes, master.
No.
Shock me again, please.
It's
You're
act-
into that.
It's actually not.
You really?
You know that it's complete opposite, and that's why we're not together. You got it totally wrong. You know that
That's why we're not together.
You know that look. You know that movie.
You got to talk into the
No,
mic.
no, I don't want to. You know that movie, that baby girl that's coming out with Nicole Kidman? And she's told what to do by a younger man. That is my
Can
dream.
you say that on the microphone?
Because
What's
I'm
they
just saying,
probably
my
heard you.
dream is to be told what to do.
That's not me being degrading. It's just that's not. Like I can't imagine that. I'm not saying it's not.
That's my fetish, I guess.
Your fetish
it
is
is.
you like being told what to do.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be told what to do by somebody I don't think is smarter than me.
Well, that's no one. That no one has ever lived that I think you believe is smarter
That's
than you.
not true. How do you not see it? Like me kind of having my stuff together a little bit more than the guys I date, I don't respect that. I want somebody that does have is better than me.
Yeah.
I want a man that's better than me. And if you're not, then no. I'm not gonna listen to you. Why would I? Sorry.
That's interesting.
Sorry.
That's a great answer.
It doesn't mean that I'm not kind to them. I just
Yeah, that's a great answer. I'm a classic physical touch guy. It's the love language there. I like that little nipple in the air here. Hold my hand every now and then. That kind of thing. I'm super into that. I like when
No.
I like when you date a girls and like they take the initiative like out and about where you're like worried about maybe looking a certain way. Not PDA, like I'm not saying PDA, like I'm not making out with somebody in public, but I like, you know, holding hands or whatever you want to call that. Like early on in a relationship, to me, that's cool. I like it.
Makes you feel secure.
Makes me feel secure, wanted, appreciated.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be great. You want me to put
let
the
me
shot
see
color
that
on for this one?
question. Let me see.
I'll
that
bring it to you in a minute because I have it pulled up. I had to
okay.
take it was from last week, but he sent it in after we did the show already. What's your favorite thing about each other?
We've already done that one.
Maybe our answers have changed.
Did you help me pick the kids up from school?
Yeah,
That's about it.
good answer. Yeah, good one. I like my favorite thing about you. I think it was my answer last time is that it's my least favorite thing about you too, but it's the thing I probably respect the most about you is that you are unapologetically Casey Meacham. And there's not a lot of people like that.
But you just said I was messed up.
You are, very. But you don't change for anybody else, and I think that's something commendable.
I'm not messed up.
I don't mean you put the words messed up in my head. I didn't say that you're messed up. I think that everyone should be willing to change in a relationship for a relationship to work. I think people have to change in some way, shape, or
So
form.
how have you changed
I'm not in a relationship.
since I was with you though? Past 5 years,
night and
5,
day,
6
completely
years.
different guy. You know? Yeah, I mean, I lived in a cave for 3 years after that. So, I mean, I was depressed, but when you come out of that, I think
you're really
you come out of that depression. I mean, you've been in a thick depression before. It's like when you come out of that depression, you usually come out a much better person in general when you make it to the other side of that.
I think you're angrier.
I'm not angry at all. I think I'm as healthy and happy as I've ever been.
Mm.
I think sometimes I'm angry because you view our disagreements as something they're not. So that does make me angry, but it's like I'm not angry at you. I don't hold I like you said that last week or maybe the week before. Like in terms of you and me, there's no anger or weird feelings. If there was, we
Jay,
wouldn't do a
you
podcast
walked
together.
off. Like, I don't know. I'm not getting into it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I see it for what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
'Kay.
I'm not angry.
Okay.
Are you any different? How are you different?
Oh my God, I was so dumb when I left you.
You were dumb?
Yeah, like I didn't know anything
Why do you think that?
because I was. I didn't know anything.
Oh, you just mean like street smart dumb?
Yeah, and also socially, like business wise, I mean a lot of things. I mean, I didn't know a lot about people, especially.
Yeah.
I thought there was, good people, where you went, and it's mostly not. Everybody's for themselves and selfish, and will try to, beat you down in a heartbeat. A lot of jealousy in this town.
A lot of jealousy.
Yeah, I think you know that.
Yeah.
Not just with women.
Oh, just the community in general.
Business
Yeah,
wise,
business-wise for
just
sure.
very jealous. Do people forget that the slander's a thing, that character defamation
Man,
is a thing?
people behind keyboards just think they can say anything these days.
But not even, just throughout town. And I'm like, you're going to get yourself in trouble because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
won 2 libel court cases before. The only 2 that I ever took, just because somebody was saying something online that was like so vehemently not true
Mm-hmm.
and damaging. But it's like there's been countless others where things are said where it's like it's really just not worth the time or the energy,
Yeah.
and it is damaging to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's just like I always say it's kind of a small town thing. I feel like because Shreveport is a small town, but it's like everyone knows everyone's business, but more importantly, everyone cares about everyone's negative business. Does that make sense?
But they don't know.
No. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
But they
I
do
get
know.
what you're saying, but they
But
don't.
they do. People know way more about you and I than I would like them to know, and not all of that is from this podcast. A lot of that's
Well, you
because of
put it-
me,
you
and a
put
lot of
it out
that's because of
there.
you. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
But that's my point. Is that there is? I think people
But
just
that is
if it's
that
good
is
things
something
though,
that had happened. They don't know us.
right?
That is the difference.
Yeah.
You know.
Totally. Do you want that read? That was from last week. It's a great question. I just Wanted to leave that one up to you. I feel like I've gotten shocked 20 times since I took that collar off. Is it okay to shower with that? Like, do I have any electrical charges
No.
remaining?
Good. You've got some extra electrons and protons.
Yeah. If you don't want it red, we don't have to.
I mean,
You don't want to?
I can just say one thing, like just one short thing about
Do
it.
you want me to read it?
No.
It's a great. Okay, no, never mind. Sorry.
I
we-
said yeah.
Oh, I thought you said no.
I said yeah.
Now I lost it. I'm in February of 2020. How did that happen? You ever go through your phone, old picture, you see things, you're like, man, I had no clue I had that. Hey. How you doing? February 2020 must have been a good month. Anyways. My buddy asked, what do your girls know about your relationship and why it failed? How did you navigate that? I think that's a great question, you know? And I would like to just answer in short by saying I don't think they really know everything, and I think that's a good thing.
They do.
Yeah, they do know everything. I don't
Mhm.
think they know everything. They probably know your everything, which is a lot different than my everything.
No, I was honest.
Were you?
This is what I mean by you never.
You told the kids about it? How come they? I've always kind of shied away from that. They've never really. I remember right when it happened, right when our breakup happened. I do remember them having questions then, but it was never like I think if anything, we'll look back and commend ourselves at how we were able to get through a very, very tough time in a child's life while going through a breakup. I mean, that's not hard. I mean, not easy. When River was in second grade, I think, Rosie in kindergarten. I mean, that's a very tough time to be going through something like that. And we kept the boat afloat.
You want me to answer?
I would like for you to wear that shock collar first before you do. You have to
Exactly.
wear that shock collar before.
I'm not gonna say everything because I'm not. I mean, you're just gonna get mad at me or whatever.
No, you can say everything. I won't get mad at all. I'm out of time anyway, so if there's ever a time to really make me mad, it's right now. Go for it.
Anyways, no.
No, say everything.
No.
No,
I'm
no,
not.
because now we're doing a disservice to them when you. If
no,
you, if you,
I'm gonna
no,
tell them.
it's a disservice.
I'm
now.
gonna answer the question.
that.
I'm gonna answer the question.
think you
don't
should
have
say-
to say every detail. I'm gonna
I
answer
agree.
the
You
question.
don't.
Let me answer the question.
on.
Shut up. Shut up.
No, I
Shut
have
up.
to make this point, Casey. I have to.
Just let me answer the damn question.
I know, but when you
I'm not gonna
preference your
say it.
answer by saying, "Well, I have so much better things to say," but
I
I'm
didn't
not
say
going to
that.
say it. Instead,
I
I'm going to
didn't
say
that.
this.
I'm gonna
That's
say
bad.
it
That's a
short.
bad
I'm
look.
gonna say the short version. Rosie doesn't remember she was young. River does. River did not like me for probably like 2 years, I would say, after that. And that was a struggle, but I just kept going. And I knew she wouldn't even understand even if I did say anything then. So you just keep quiet.
Yeah.
And you keep going. She knew stuff because she would be over at her dad's and then me. So she did know stuff. I didn't talk about it then, but I do think that you should talk about it eventually. And as she got older and she was realizing some things, she had asked me questions, and so I respectfully answered them, even though she wasn't, like 13 or 15. I didn't want to lie to her, and so I told her even time frames of what happened, and I left year 5, and then I came back 4 months later, and we really tried the next 2 years. But like, I told her my reasons, and I told her that hurting a person, you can never take that back. You can never ever take that back. The decisions you make affect other people, and I just tried to get her to understand that in a kid's perspective of just like comparing it to her friends at school. Don't say things you don't mean. Really think about stuff before you do it, or if you're going to end something, end it. If you're not ready to end something, don't end it.
Yeah.
Just to get a reaction out of somebody. So we handled it like that, and that made her come back around me and be like, oh, like, I understand, you more. And I don't know, as they get older too.
Well, River has always been way mature for her age. Like, I mean, I'm sure you would agree with that. Like,
Well, she's still my baby, but I forgot what I was saying because you interrupted me. But
Do you want me to
I
put a
think
highlight together of
in
every
the
time you
end-
interrupted me?
in the end, you know, your kids will know. Your kids will just know, just like you did when you were little. You figure it out. So
Well, that's interesting because I really have never had that in-depth conversation over everything like that with River. I didn't, in my opinion, I knew eventually we will have that conversation, but it's never, I just never really have. I thought that was an interesting question because I think there's a lot of people out there that I'm sure can relate to that. And you break up and you separate when your little ones are really young or young in general, and it's like, how much of that do you let on? And like I said, you seem to disagree with me, but I really do think we did a great job, especially dealing with everything we were dealing with when we broke up and keeping everything together and keeping their lives normal. You know, you don't think that? Because you're looking at me with the stonest face I've ever seen in my entire life. So,
I plead the fifth.
well, no, explain that. You can't plead the fifth.
We just have. I don't know. I just think of it differently. You know.
I don't.
I'm gonna start an argument 5 minutes before we leave. I'm just not.
We'll save this one for episode 9 then. And then episode 9, you wear the shot collar,
There's just no way.
please.
No.
I thought you were into that. I'll tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you that you're going to wear that shot collar.
I'm not into
You're
it with
gonna-
you.
You're going to let me press that button.
No.
Hate the shot collar idea at the toe. Thank you for your work today, brother.
No problem.
Thank you.
Get your Team Casey t-shirts now. I'm sure all of you are rushing to buy the Team Casey
Shut
t-shirts.
up.
If you'd like a Team J t-shirts, it's
This
fine.
is your play. You try to con them into loving the underdog. Oh, Casey's a winner. Oh, let's feel bad for Jay. Oh,
No, I don't
yeah,
think it's feel
that's your
bad for me. I
play.
think what
it's
it
like
is.
a manipulation tactic.
Yeah, that's right, because I'm a man. That's what men do, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All over the world.
But you
Look it
love
up.
men. You love men.
Look it up.
You sure do. You're a man lover. It's not that. I think it's so funny to me how willing people are to come up to me that saw a 40-second TikTok video and they just know everything. You know, it's like, well, watch the whole episode. Just watch the whole episode. That's all I ask of anyone is to just watch if you've watched an entire episode, then you can tell me whatever you want. You can come up to me and tell me anything you want, and I'll accept it. What about you? You don't get anybody? They probably think you have an army of 15 bodyguards around you at all times, and they're afraid to come up to you. No, they're just her friends. That's who she rolls with.
Shut.
It's a good thing. That's cool. You're the most protected girl in Shreveport, Bossier.
What is me? What is what I do in my time, my personal time? Like, what does that matter?
Well, I was saying people have no problem coming up to me, but I bet they probably feel intimidated coming up to you. I encourage people to come up to Casey and fill her head with confidence and compliments. But be a little nicer to me, okay? I'm a nice guy. I'm not an asshole.
Phenomenal.
I'm a phenomenal guy.
Phenomenal.
What?
Let's go. I'm ready to go.
All right, close it. Buy your shirts. Team J.
Thank you for listening to episode 8
The Exes podcast.
of the Exes podcast.
Now
The
I'm thinking about
podcast-
changing the name to the Casey Show. What do you think of that?
It should. I would just go around. I would love that. That would be so much more fun.
Yeah, the Casey Show.
But I can't.
Why can't you? You can totally do that.
You know, I might just get like buy those little mics and go around town interviewing all the single people
Yeah,
and try to hook people up, be a matchmaker.
you should do that. We need to do a blind dating event. The Exes,
We
blind
should.
dating with the Exes.
Yeah, we could do it here.
Let's do it here.
Let's do it.
That is not ready yet by the time you're watching this, but the t-shirts are. You can click the link in the comments to buy yours now.
All right. I
Anything
gotta
else?
go. No, I gotta go do wigs for a play.
Exciting.
Yeah, I gotta go.
See you guys. The Exes, a podcast experiment, brought to you by Arbuckle and Burgess, attorneys at law.